Hi, I'm Venk,
And I'm Jaya.
and this is the Reality Hate.
Beep.
Well, Jaya.
Well, we're going to be covering 2 episodes because nothing happened.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happens.
But we'll fill you in on some highlights.
Yeah. If we could do the fun thing we did before where you read the notes, that would be,
Yeah.
can we
I'll
do
read
that?
a few notes. We'll hit some highlights. And we'll talk about how the show is moving at a snail's pace.
Yeah, let's do that.
So, we are talking about episode 10 first. Margaret's yacht party is happening and everyone's getting ready for the party. There is a moment where Dolores, I will say this before I read my notes, where Dolores is nervous about a mammogram and she tells her son and she has a hard time with it. And he's upset because he wished he knew about it sooner.
Yes.
And yeah, that was a big concern for Dolores, but not her relationship with David. And then we move into Teresa is asking Gia if she met Joe's girlfriend, and Gia announced that she met Teresa's boyfriend. So I guess Teresa has a boyfriend.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Teresa has a boyfriend.
Don't care.
Then there is Jennifer. She is the worst. Jennifer is checking in on her kids. Her daughter is very sweet. Jennifer says her mom was tough and she was terrified. Blah, 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 blah.
Jennifer is just one human blah.
Why is she a housewife?
I mean, she can still be a housewife, just not when they film.
Exactly. What's redeeming? What are we enjoying about her? I'm not enjoying anything.
Absolutely nothing. But I was watching Watch What Happens Live, and a viewer comes on because they're doing the screens. They were like, "Oh, Jennifer, you're my favorite cast member." I'm like,
what?
Yeah, I was like,
it has to be your friend. Was it one of her children? Was it her sister?
Who's like, hey, it's like somebody saying, hey, Aviva Drescher, you're my favorite. I'm like, no, you're nobody's favorite. Fran is everyone's favorite. Aviva, in the Drescher family, you're the least favorite.
Yes. Fran Drescher.
We love her.
Love her. So then Teresa, we get to Margaret's yacht party with her ghostwriter. I guess we are trying to bring Margaret's assistant on board because she's there all the time, right?
Yeah.
She keeps showing up at everything. That was my note. Teresa is admitting having a boyfriend to the ladies. She met the guy on the same street she asked her parents for the man of her dreams. So, okay.
Is it
at
true?
The Jersey Shore? She was walking down the street. She asked her parents on the Jersey Shore for the man of her dreams, and he came outside.
Picture it. The Jersey Shore. 2021.
Pony dog, a Diet Coke. You look up, the man of your dreams.
And then the pigeon poops on a head. He's like mayonnaise.
Anyway, so then Margaret discusses her book and the different chapters. She begins to read a chapter. She reads a chapter about being taken advantage of by her boss and how uncomfortable it made her. That was serious.
I mean,
important. Jennifer apologized for what she said to Margaret because she did not understand that Margaret was forced by her boss. I don't know how Jennifer did not understand that, but Jennifer did not understand that.
Jennifer doesn't understand a lot of things.
Exactly. She just thought she slept with her boss to get ahead. I don't know how she got that, but okay. Margaret becomes defensive and Jennifer said, I'm just saying that is how I processed it, and I processed it differently. Margaret then attacks. Margaret says that Jennifer is tone deaf, which she is. Then Jennifer explains herself and apologizes, and everybody kind of eases up. So that was a moment.
a boring moment.
I don't know. Then Jennifer goes on to say that she's very stressed about her life, and that she's got a lot going on with her family, and she feels like there's a lot on her plate, and everyone kind of feels sorry for her because it is Jennifer's struggle. Oof.
I want Jennifer to have a couple more struggles.
I agree. Just a few more, but it's fine. Then Jennifer invites everyone over for a Turkish tea party.
You know what?
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Except for like, Teresa's like, I need to go. Well, the viewers like, I'm sitting here like, obviously.
This is at the Turkish tea party.
What? Oh, did I?
This is when we jump to the Turkish tea. We can jump to it. I mean, not much happens in between the yacht party and the Turkish tea party because, I mean, not much happens.
Yeah, I thought that was the Turkish tea party.
She invites him to the Turkish tea party, and then some stuff happens in between that and the Turkish tea party.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Can we go to the Turkish tea party and get done with 10?
So here we are at the Turkish tea party. And we're at the Turkish tea party, and there is one thing that happens.
Okay,
Melissa talking to her daughter, taking her daughter shopping on her shopping trip at her own store, which I mean, hey, that's great. I wish, like I said before, I wish my mom had a store where she could take me shopping and I could buy things I wanted.
I know, right?
Could my mom own a Free People or like I don't know. There's a few Gorman. I don't know.
Great store. Too bad they don't.
They had one here for a little bit and it didn't survive. So
if you want, listen, we're doing free advertising for Gorman. If you want like pretty good, like printed clothing, really bright, spunky, fun printed blouses and dresses.
I wear a lot of it. I love it. It's amazing.
I love Gorman's. It's a company out of Australia. It's fun. They're also size inclusive. We're not sponsored by them, although Gorman's.
But if you want me to wear stuff, I mean, I have plenty of it in my closet, Gorman, and you can send me stuff. I love you. Been wearing it for years.
She's literally a Gorman's girl right here.
Years. My sister lived in Australia. That's how we found it.
No, see.
Yes.
That's
so anyway, she talks to her daughter about having sex. I thought that was so embarrassing for a poor little 15-year-old to do to her on TV, but she did it. She did it. And that's that. So then we get to the Turkish tea party where we're at the Turkish tea party with throne chairs everywhere.
Throne chairs.
Roll up. Barf, barf, barf.
No more
opalescent throne chairs. Why do people like opalescent throne chairs? I don't get it.
Only people with no taste like opalescent throne. I mean, first of all, whose house are we in?
We're in the Taj Mahal with no furniture, as Jackie says.
That was funny.
I know.
I do like Jackie.
There's no furniture, but there are many throne chairs.
You know what I love? I love Jackie. I love her. What was it called? What do I call it?
Breakdown hair.
Breakdown hair. I love you, Jackie. I love your breakdown hair. So always like she just came from a breakdown or she's going finally into a breakdown.
So then they get to the tea party. They're all there. Everybody's kind of enjoying themselves. And Teresa becomes upset because she's the only one without her mom. It makes her really sad and she has to leave. And
the part that I found interesting is Jennifer's like, why? You're like, you're a dummy.
Well, here's my notes.
Oh.
I'll just say it quick. Oh my God, throne chairs in Jennifer's house. Vomit. Also, the daughter in lipstick with Michael Kors shoes. Oh my God. Teresa leaves because she misses her mom. The end. Here we are. Episode 11 of The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Notes.
Note time.
Jennifer bought her mom a new house and is renovating. I
Nice.
hate Jackie's headband at the Turkish tea party. It was like a fake hair thing that she had going on. It was not her real hair. It was awful. It was, I couldn't stand it. It was so distracting.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
Did you ever have a bump it?
No.
Gosh,
I always thought they were tacky.
why did I always think of you as the girl with a bump it?
Never. I would never have a bump.
Can I tell you something?
What? I can't believe you thought I would have a bump it. You obviously don't know me well. But you thought I would wear a bump it in my hair?
I thought you might like a bump it.
No. Girl, I have enough hair. I don't need a bump it.
No, but it did that thing that I thought was so cool. It gave it a.
It gave it a boom, boom.
It made hair. It made it architectural in nature.
A bump it wasn't for me.
I always wanted a bump it. Making fun of a bump it makes me bumped out.
Oh, that was good.
Okay.
No, I just never had a bump it, honestly. I didn't. Okay. I hate Jackie's headband. Dolores's mother does like David and says he's an amazing doctor. Everyone has the discussion about David. She is happy. That's that. Everyone should leave it be. The moms say to leave her alone, which they should leave her alone. She wants to be with David. It's none of your business. Focus on your own relationships. Zip it. Stop having so many opinions about Dolores's husband or boyfriend. You know what I mean? Lordy, Lordy.
So, and it's so boring to hear them talk about it.
Oh gosh. It's like that's what they're focusing on. That's the drama. Boys play golf. Big Frank had to kiss Joe Gorga's ass. I know you love that, Vank, and wish it was you, but also COVID. That's my note.
I gotta say something. He kissed Joe Gorga's ass, and it was a nice ass, and then they said this gross word. They said dingleberry.
Yes.
And then this episode, by the way, is the reason why I no longer am infatuated.
Yeah, because he was the worst. He's like such a chauvinist.
So this episode now makes me less sexually attracted to Joe Gorga.
You should be, because yuck. Joe Gorga feeling heated about his wife becoming more independent truly bothers me. I mean, what era does he live in? Clearly not into women's rights.
I mean, he lives in the era of New Jersey. It's stuck in its own era.
Yes, it sure is. Joe Gorga met Teresa's boyfriend and he likes him. In fact, he loves him. Teresa looks at a new house, very modern, and maybe she's interested.
Can I talk about the house?
Yeah, I mean, I liked it.
I liked the house. Guess what there wasn't in that house? You
Throne chairs.
Yeah, you won.
Please say she doesn't bring in throne chairs and heavy, like Baroque fabric, like her old house. Oh, barf!
It looks
brown Baroque fabric everywhere. I mean,
no. I think she'll stage it properly. I think she knows like this that old disgusting house should be burnt with the furniture in it.
So much marble. I mean, I can't.
And it's so
brown everywhere.
How much they paid to be that tacky?
I hope she's changed her image.
It looks like
her house image.
You know what it is? It's the architectural equivalent to the tour of Italy at the Olive Garden. You know?
It sure is. It does look like when you're here, your family. It looks like the inside of an Olive Garden. Like you're waiting for like the landscape picture.
Right? Okay. It's like a big Buca di Beppo.
And it's amazing.
Olive Garden.
Except for the room that was done by our favorite housewife. Remember, what's her face? Your favorite, my favorite.
I love. Why did I just forget it? I keep forgetting her name. Oh, Dorito.
Can't get enough of Dorito. How about it?
She's another one.
We're getting her soon. Very soon.
Oh, yes, we are.
So anywho, she looks at a new house, very modern. Maybe she's interested. And then she has the realtor, who I think wants to be a housewife in the worst way, Michelle, offers to throw a cocktail party and set her up with another realtor friend. And Teresa kind of has to admit that she's dating someone that she really likes. But then this realtor says, like, keep your options open. If it's not serious, meet my friend. Teresa agrees. Margaret and Melissa have lunch with their husbands. Joe Gorga spills the beans about Teresa, says she's madly in love. So that starts a rumor. Dolores gets her biopsy results. Everything is normal. She's healthy as can be.
Which is great. I really like Dolores.
I do too. I love Dolores. I do.
Dolores.
I like Dolores. I like Margaret.
Dolores.
Everybody else should replace.
Dolores liked one of our Instagram posts.
Thanks, Dolores. We love you.
Hey, Dolores. We love you.
Yeah, we love you. So like us more, Dolores. And you know what? Other people could like us too if they would just hit that like bucket, hit that like button and subscribe. Yeah, smash that like button and
that subscribe button. Okay, it's hit the like button and smash the subscribe button. Okay.
Okay, do you hear that? I'll say it like that next time.
Okay.
So then, like us. Moving on.
Dolores, you know what would be really cool, Dolores? If you actually followed us. Like, that would make us, I know it's a small little Instagram account, but like, imagine what you would be doing for our self-esteem, Dolores.
Yes. Dolores, follow us.
Like, imagine you could make me go from this to this. Okay? See?
We love you, Dolores.
We love you, Dolores.
We do. We truly love you.
Yeah.
So then we move on and we are at, oh my God, Jennifer's obnoxious Chanel blanket. So tacky. Because we're in her bedroom for a minute and there's this giant Chanel blanket across her bed. I mean, could not be more tacky.
Jennifer, we don't like you.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I just want to show with Dolores and Margaret a talk show. And they just,
or I'd follow them around as the Housewives.
I like them. I like them just going through the daily. See, the thing about those two women, actually, even though there's no drama really in their lives, like crazy drama, there's nothing crazy now because they've been through crazy in their lives. They've been through a lot. But the thing I do, like, I would enjoy just a show that's nice and sweet, where we're just following them, just doing things.
I know, because I enjoyed them so much.
I want to be friends with Margaret and Dolores. Margaret, Dolores.
We're here in Los Angeles. You could be our friends.
Could you be our friends, Margaret and Dolores?
We're just asking.
We like
Margaret, you have great style.
No, and their houses and their personalities. I feel like they both are genuine, sweet, nice people. And like, I would, you know, they'd be fun. If they had a talk show, they'd be super fun.
True. Very true. Anyway, back to it. So then we get to the cocktail party at Michelle's house. Here's my note. Michelle is trying so hard to become a New Jersey housewife. Teresa's getting her makeup done. She's the last one to arrive and she's getting her makeup done. And I think my favorite line was, so she's not with the doctor. They were talking about Dolores and maybe because Teresa's not interested in this setup, maybe they could pass this man over to Dolores. And so the makeup artist was confused because she's dating a doctor. So that happens. Then, oh my, Michelle's side boob, when we first get into her house, I mean, her boob is falling out. I don't know if you all noticed that, but that side boob was like.
She had legit side.
I mean, that was like side boob falling out.
You know, I was like, I thought that was an outfit, a costume they took from the movie Showgirls starring Elizabeth Presley.
It was something. That was some intense side boob. Margaret announces that Teresa is in love. Michelle is shocked and upset that she was making the effort to set her up. Teresa then shows up and becomes pissed that Joe told everyone she's in love. Forget it. Teresa, you're in love. Let's let it go.
And then Teresa leaves.
Well, she doesn't leave just yet before she talks.
I always do. I always do this to you. And I'm like, then Teresa, there's some stuff that happens we should cover. And I'm like, really though?
Teresa's setup shows up. She's not interested. I wouldn't be interested either. But he might be really
not mean. He was not like,
oh, she's in love with somebody else.
Hey, did you just go? Oh, hey, hey.
So then everybody starts talking about how David bought Dolores a Porsche and he should have bought. So then everyone has an opinion. He should have bought her a ring. He's not serious. Yada 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 yada. Blah, 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 blah. So then Teresa leaves. I felt bad for her little setup who like showed up and then she's like, yeah, bye.
Suit. He showed up in a little suit.
I know.
By the way, I'm just saying, like, hey.
He was trying.
My house.
Dolores then sticks up for Teresa, leaving and what have you. And then everybody starts to attack Dolores.
Well, mainly
Joe Gorga.
Because he cannot understand the simple concept that a woman can be happy in the place that she's in the state of like she has to be married. Like he is such. This is where then my attraction to Joe, my fever heat, my
drops below the negative
passion, the lust that I felt, the kind of moments that I would dream of him walking in and he's drenched in sweat from working labor.
That's like barf, barf, barf.
So then I was like, oh no, he's like, it's not happening, Joe.
Well, yeah. So I mean, he called Dolores a broken woman, which is so inappropriate.
Like, who would do that?
I mean, pardon?
Who would call somebody a broken woman?
An idiot. I mean, he's a total Neanderthal. And Margaret said so, and she's right. He's Margaret didn't call him a Neanderthal. Dolores did, and she's right. And then, I bet you,
because we love Margaret so much, Margaret was.
Margaret would too, yeah. I mean, he's a total chauvinist. He's so inappropriate. He's crossing so many boundaries.
Did you see Melissa's face through the whole thing, though?
Pardon?
Did you see Melissa's face through the whole thing?
Yes.
Like,
yeah, because it's awful. Then Melissa tells Dolores everyone thinks she should have gotten a ring instead of a Porsche. And they've basically isolated her and she's pissed and she leaves. And that's the end of it. And basically, we all hate Joe Gorga for that.
So now it's like, I don't like Jennifer Aiden. We never like, she's terrible. And now like, you literally just made me lose the only man crush I had on the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Like, now what is the point? But I mean, whatever, I'm done. The show's like, that's like 2 hours of just wasted airtime. Like literally to get to 2 points, like no. Whatever, we're gonna see it. Hopefully episode 12 will be better, but
I hope it will be too. I mean, I don't have a lot of faith, but it is what it is, right?
That's what they say these days, the kids. Let's get to some taglines.
Taglines, yes.
So Jaya, can you give us your tagline?
This week's tagline is from our friend Jamie Silverhearts because she submitted so many, so we're choosing one each week. And she is also an author of a book called Major Presidential Pup with her friend Erica Lee.
I like that.
You can get it on Amazon. You can get it at Barnes & Noble. And you should buy it because all the proceeds go to Dogs Without Borders. She also writes Real Housewives fan fiction with her friend Corey Podell. It's very, very funny. And you can get it at realhousewivesstories.com. So check it out. She's really funny. Purchase her book, Major Presidential Pup. It's a wonderful children's book. So Her tagline is, all the money in the world can't buy happiness, but it can buy beauty.
You did good.
Thanks.
I like that.
Hey, I like that! Oh, I like that, Johnny! I'm gonna use it!
Next up, we have friend of the show, Stephanie Andrews. I take scalding hot showers to practice burning in hell. Yes!
Yeah!
Again, guys, please like our channel, subscribe to us, follow us on Instagram, and also, follow us on TikTok. We're on TikTok, The Reality Hate F. We're on Instagram. Email us submissions.
Please email us your submissions
of the taglines you'd like us to read out loud. We love that. We love taglines. Because
you can also leave them and a message below our video. We will find them, but we made that email for you. You can send messages to us.
I'm also still single, so
he's looking. We're using this as a dating website as well. So
let's do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, again, I'm Vank.
I'm Jaya. And this is the Reality Hate Beep. Like and subscribe.
Okay, start.
Blackwater. We like it.
So good.
Quenches that thirst.
So good.